Hello and welcome to this video presentation about Turnitin and assessment marking. In this video presentation we're going to go through Turnitin, what is it, the different types of marking in Turnitin, how we use Turnitin and the effective feedback we can provide to students. So we're going to be recapping what was covered with the ELA training. So what is Turnitin? It's a grading and feedback tool. We use it as a plagiarism checking tool as well as a student engagement tool. So we're going to go through how to use Turnitin and how to access a paper. What we're going to do also is show you a live or a sample unit of where we have actually uploaded a paper so we can demonstrate to you how to use Turnitin. We also have in the ELA portal an ELA training guide for you to use Turnitin. Here in this Turnitin training guide, we cover 4 aspects such as uploading an assessment on behalf of a student, conducting an originality check, marking, inserting in-text comments, general comments and or audio comments, and also submission of assessment and its grade into Grade Centre. So please make yourself familiar with this paper. Just keep it on hand for when you are marking and just to reaffirm how to use Turnitin. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take you to our sample unit that we've put together. Well, it's actually part of our ELA training that we did, and we've submitted a sample assessment in order to show how Turnitin can be used. So when you are marking, you will go into your unit and you will go onto Grade Centre. So you can click on Grade Centre and it drops down with needs marking your full Grade Centre assignments and tests. So we go to Full Grade Centre. We click on that and we can see here, because we've just got a sample one, we've only got the 2 assessments in here. In the PowerPoint, we've provided a bit more, it's a bit more complex. It actually shows how it will look a little bit more normally. You may have up to 40 students. Across the top are the assignments. And you can see here in this one we've got some assessments that have already been marked. So someone's got 64, 72. We've got this yellow exclamation dot, and this is the one that needs marking. So we'll go back into our sample unit and we can see here user demo needs their assessment to be marked. So here I hover over it, it says it needs grading. I go over to the grey click down button, I click on there. We've got view grade details, exempt grade and attempt. We can see that the assessment was submitted today. So we're going to click on attempt, and when we click on attempt we can see it brings us through to the assignment information and the student work. So we can see here it's user demo, data was submitted, similarity score and the grade. We click on assessment 1 and up comes the assessment. Okay, I'm just going to take you back to the PowerPoint and just to show you how we've gone through that, and just a couple of things before we go to the next one, which is please do not add, delete or modify parts. So when you're submitting on behalf of a student, you'll find that you will come to this page. Please, if you have any questions at all, ask your UC or ask your coach. We find we sometimes have people who want to add a part, so they click on the green button, and we can understand why. It is green and it's a plus, so it looks like it's meant to be pressed. What this does, it sort of breaks Turnitin, so please, if you've got any questions, do not click the add parts bit. So let's move on to what you will actually see when you go into Grade Centre. So when you go into Grade Centre, you will see the actual assessment will come up. I'm going to show you in our sample one, so you can see here we've got the assessment has come up with our grade mark. As an ELA, I go into the originality report and I check to see the match overviews. We will cover this in more detail in the plagiarism collaborate, but I just wanted to show you where you will see that. So we go back to grade mark, and this is where we're going to include some of our comments and how we do that. So we have a different range of comments that we can add. So just going back to the PowerPoint, you can see here we do cover the originality report, or we can also cover the originality report. So there are some filters which will be covered in more detail in the collaborate session. Okay, so When we're marking in Turnitin, this is our grade mark view. We can have some ad hoc in-text comments. So what we can do is let's go back to our assessment, and I can click on comment, and it will come up, in the assessment. And this is where I can write whatever I like. Great introduction, you've done really well here. This is where you will understand what your marks, the comments that will need to be, that go in there, will be from your moderation process with your UC. But you'll see here, I'm just going to put XXX, and just to show you, I can hit save. And once you've written that comment, you can move it around. So the next thing we're going to cover is we're going to cover quick marks. So going back to our samples, so you can see here, these are all quick marks that have been built up, and we will go into more detail, or you can ask questions when you're in the collaborate session. But what we can do is in here, these are my quick marks here. So I might say, oh, I've noticed that this one needs to have a citation. I can click on it, and the citation automatically comes up, and it says here, cite source, please use the link below to find links to information, etc. I would like to personalize this, so I can put edit, and I can say, Jane, I can see you've made a really good attempt here, keep working hard, and then put save. So you can see here it is easy to put the comments in. You can grab comments whenever you like and put them in, and as you become more fluent with your marking, create some really good quick marks that are easy to personalize. So as you can see here, the other features which I demonstrate, you could see that you can highlight, you can actually use different colors as well. So I'll take you through the icons that are in our sample one. So as you can see here, if you click on the eye down the bottom, it gives you an overview of the submission. One word of warning with the word count takes into account the reference list. So if you need to take that out, what you can do is then go over to the printing one, and you can download the submitted file, brings it up into a Word document, and you're able to cut out the reference list. Same thing, if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask your UC or ask your coach. So the different types of marking, and we did cover this in our ELA training, so we can have detailed, which is similar to formative feedback. So this is where you're assessing the similarity score, so submit the plagiarism web form if required. There's an average of 1 in-text comment per paragraph. There are ad hoc and quick mark comments which follow best practice standards, a general comment which follows best practice standards, and ideally use the associate a criterion feature for in-text comments. For our basic, so we still assess the similarity score, so submit the plagiarism web form if required, but your general comment only, so there are no quick mark comments or much less frequent, and we usually do this for the last assessment. However, this is what you would need to confirm with your UC, as each unit can vary slightly. Okay, so we're going to go through what your general comment will be like. And so as you can see, when I was showing you in my sample one, we can see the assessment is here, and we have these icons along the bottom. And this icon is the text box. So I click on the text box and the text comment comes up. So we can see in our text comment, we can type in here, and it's really important at the bottom that you click save. And this is where we really want to ensure that you include names, so yours and the students, that's positive, supportive, educative, that a couple of things that are done well are included in there, a couple of things to improve on for the future included. There's a closing off comment, and there's also greetings and best wishes. So when we go to the next icon, there's a contents list summary. So this will actually show you, you can click down on it and you can see all the comments that have been provided. So you can see on page 2 you provided 4, page 3 provided 4. So that's nice and even throughout and that you haven't missed a page. And then the last icon, this is where a rubric is uploaded by the unit coordinator, and this will be part of the moderation process, so you will understand, which ones that you need to click on when you are doing that. So that's about it for today. If you've got any questions, please feel free, come along to the Collaborate session and ask those questions there. We hope that you have found this video presentation useful. Thank you.